Hey Raz, how's it going? How's the picture with YouTube? Is it looking alright? I think I added some extra higher settings, so well, that's good. At least you're moving along on it. Alright. What's up, the face biters? It's just what Power Girl was sculpted. It's the Sideshow Power Girl, so I'm just using it to make Giganta. I wouldn't say her shoulders are weak. You know what it is? It's kind of at an angle because her hips are turned, so. What's up, Scott? Let's see. I mean, if you look at it, you can sort of see it's kind of going down in an angle and the way her arms positioned. I mean, she's got a hell of an upper body compared to more other statues. So her. No, this is just some brass wire I pick up at the hobby store, or I get it at the it's a hardware store for boats. Well, it's just like a hardware store that's by me. They always have these long brass rods in there. You can use anything, but it's just the brass is easier to bend than like straight steel wire. Just trying to figure out how I want to position this. I think we're going to kind of curve it a little bit more. Give it that wind feel. I'm going to do a little closer, because this way if I, what you call it, sculpt it thicker, I can't have it too close. That'll be a good starting point. Hey ladies, man, yeah, she's a big one. Definitely going off that Power Girl sculpt. It's gonna definitely do it. So I'm just kind of building an armature for the hair. So what I want to do is sort of that should be a good starting point. Good thing with brass is if I have to Dremel any of the center parts out while I'm re-sculpting it, the sander will grind through the brass with no problem. Alright, let's try and set something up now. Is that grabbing enough? Do a little bit more. Gonna use some free-form air to kind of just get this sort of shape going. Should I use, wait, maybe I should use the, should probably use the, not the free-form air. I should use the Magic Sculpt, because free-form air won't secure it enough. So we're gonna use Magic Sculpt first. Then once that's cured, I can maybe just go with whatchamacallit, A's, because it's not going to really be that heavy on her. Don't really need to have it lightweight. Yeah, so go with A's. We don't need to do this. This will make it much stronger. Sometimes it's just best to start using this stuff before it gets too old and messed up, so let's see how this is enough. So maybe if this cures up before we close up shop tonight, maybe then I can throw some of the freeform air on it, get a basic shape going, but at least this will secure it a little bit more. Give me a good start. Get some over in here, kind of bond up this part a little bit. Just doesn't twist on me. Alright, so it's an okay start for the hair. So basically the idea is I'm doing the same thing I did with this hair. So you create the frame, build a sort of an armature. You can actually see some of the metal that's in the hair that I sanded down. And then after that, once I get my basic shape going, I chop it up a bit, rework some of it. I can start working out the hair. And then when we get to the point, I can attach it and clean it up. Because it's going to be behind her, so since the hair is going to be set up like this, sort of, you know, like that, I have to do some sculpting in the inside first because it's kind of hard to sculpt here when you have the head there. So I'm going to have to try to build this up as much as I can before I attach it. So it'll kind of sort of be like that, except a little bit closer because it's a little bit of a different style. But yeah, see, this hair gave me a lot of trouble this week because trying to get underneath here while holding this on a thing was just a pain in the ass. So I had to kind of build a little bit, let it dry one day, and then go from there. So I got to finish it out. A little bit at a time. Okay, so we're gonna let this set up for a while, so hopefully in an hour or two it'll be kind of harden up. And I think what we want to do now is start her hair. So we'll start pulling her hair back. We have the hole already for the hair piece, so it kind of gives me a guide. Now the thing is, her hair is, the bangs is a little bit weird. There's really no definition of the bangs to the hair. So I gotta kind of come up with my own little style on that. Because looking at a lot of the artwork from this, everybody draws it like, you know, it's kind of split though. A lot of people draw it split. So a lot of people are drawing their hair where, like I'm looking at one drawing, so you figure sort of the hair is sort of split a bit. So it sort of comes down here. And actually, no, it comes a little bit more. Need to get new pencils. Try to see some more it's kind of a weird style. So I think I gotta come up with my own little take on it. So I think what we'll do is kind of bring all the hair back. Do all the hair coming back. And what I'll do is I'll do the bangs. Well, I'll do it up to here and then I'll work out the bangs after. Hey, what's up, Cranky Monkey and you guys? Yeah, just trying to do some planning at the moment. So, trying to think, if I do her hair, let's kind of throw some silly putty on here and see what it looks like. So I'm thinking so what I'll do is maybe build the hair out and then stylize it a little bit more with bangs, something like this. Kind of play with the hair a bit. Now something, well, of course that's really rough. So I've seen some hairstyles of, it's kind of like the new thing now. I've seen a couple people wearing this kind of hair. kind of. And then you have this piece here, right? Hey, what's up, Terrell? And then you have the big hair piece going down at the back, sort of like that. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to come up with something like that. So yeah. Alright, got a better visual for it. It's rough. It's just kind of giving me a better visual of how to do it. So something along the lines of that. Sort of. Yeah, I think that something like that might work. Take pictures of it in case I forget. Yeah, see, something along that lines, kind of. Okay, I think we got a good idea of how to do it. Of course, it wouldn't be like that, a little bit more. All right. So, take my pictures, email it to me, upload it up on the stream so I don't see what the hell's going on. And then what we'll do is if I mix up enough A's and it starts to get tough between the hair sculpt, it's a little bit sturdy, we can work out the neck piece as well. I think I should be able to do that as well. We'll see. Did none of these upways? What's going on here? There we go. Oh, there we go. All right. Good starting point. Alright, I'm probably gonna have to scope while her head is on there, so let's wrap up her body a bit so I don't get this all messed up. So all I'm doing is just kind of if I have to hold it with one of my hands, I don't get anything residue all over. And then my metal rod or something to hold. You know what? So I have to put the head on something metal later. Okay. Yeah, so if I have to do some sculpting, I can kind of throw it on there. I might have to do this while she's on the body. I think I got no way of doing it otherwise. That's why that keeps so shock. Let's get you this way. Alright, just a little bit more support. The thing too is if I have to hold it, I can do this. Hey Chris, well, you could do a gray, you could do like sort of a brown, you could do an all grayish brown. You could use black, but if you go too crazy with it, you're just gonna make it look muddy. So I would try and do whatever color you're working with, darker colors of that, just to start out, see if it works. I don't know if working the bangs just yet is going to work out, but let's see if I can sort of get this working. Well, I don't know about this one. This one's a little bit tricky. So I don't know if I'm going to rip off the bangs and do them another time, or if this will actually come together. So we're going to play it by ear on this one. So like I said, her anime hair works that way, but trying to do it realistically isn't going to work that well. But we'll see. I've never really done it this way before, so it's going to be sort of interesting. Let's see if it works. That's kind of where we're at the moment. Worst case scenario, I could always do it all over again. get a better angle for you. Hey Matthew. Yeah, we're trying a little different way of sculpting shorter hair. At least for the bangs. Hey Hulk Smash. For the new guys into the stream, how's the video quality? I'm using the new camera, so I just want to get other people's opinions as well, if things are looking better. Alright, that's good. Yeah, I was doing some Picardo stuff this week, and Raz and a couple of other people were giving me some input. So I just want to see if it translates over to YouTube streaming. The other camcorder I had didn't have 4K. This camcorder does have 4K. But I have to really see if it's really worth it for 4K when I do my filming in the photo setup. I gotta play with it a little bit. Because the only problem is if I do stuff in 4K and I have to upload, it'll probably take me a day and a half because some of my videos are like almost an hour. And that'll be a long time uploading stuff. So I gotta plan that out a little bit better if I start doing that. Guess the main goal was I just wanted to make the streams a little bit clearer, if that's what's happening. It's kind of the goal for now. Hey Iceman, how's it going? Well, that sounds like a good day then. Just getting some work done, messing around. I've seen you post a couple pictures of your projects. You're working on it right now? The Nightcrawler? It looks okay to me. I mean, you know what it is? It's just a character I don't care really much about. So, you know, for those who are, I guess, collectors who are not like in the Facebook groups for all those other Nightcrawlers that are being made, I guess it's good for all those kinds of collectors. So I can see why maybe a lot of people are happy to get him in this collection. But, you know, like the Facebook groups have made like 30 different Nightcrawlers now, so seeing all those, I don't really care. Not knocking the character, just not my character to care about. Although I knock on the character when my friends send me pictures of them. Really? She was in that? I'll have to watch it then. Yeah, I'm moving pretty far on her as well, so I'm kind of happy with her progress. Was she in there for a long time or just little cameos? Is it new or is it old? I try to watch all the DC stuff when I can. If it's old, I might have missed it. Okay, I'll add it to the list. I like all the DC animated stuff. Usually their animated stuff is pretty damn good compared to the movies, so, and the TV shows. How much more do you have to go on them? I don't like this part over here. Just gotta... Yeah, there you go. Kind of curl it around. Works a little bit better. There we go. That's a little bit better. That sounds good, Iceman. Did you say you were going to use Krylon? Oh no, I was duplicate. Okay, I was going to say stay away from Krylon. Hulk Smash. My favorite X-Men character is X-Men, Nate Gray. Him. That one. And I have the garage kit. Well, I don't have my garage kit. I painted up the garage kit for the guy who produced it. He has my copy. When I meet up with him, he's going to give me mine. But actually, me and a friend are actually having a custom head made for ours. So once we get that custom head printed out and I get my kit, I can actually start painting them up. So that's my like holy grail for an X-Men character, and now I have it. We liked the head that came with it, but we wanted to keep it to the artist who drew him the best. So we're having the head. We had the head sculpted. I'll do a video on it when it's all done. But yeah, once that head is done and I paint it up, I have my Grail X-Man character, so I'm pretty happy with that. Well, don't forget you're testing on a spoon too. Sometimes plastic cures a little bit different than resin. That's why I always tell people, get yourself a cheap Bowen bust off eBay or something and practice on resin. Or, well, you could print out some items, so just print out a couple. Well, if you ever print out items that are bad, use those as test items. I've noticed difference. You know, plastic compared to resin, I think it's just like, not the way, I think it's just curing on it. You know, I've tried to spray primers on plastic and it bleeds all the time, but then when you spray it on like resin, it doesn't bleed. Alright, hair is working out better than expected. Still a little bit ways to go, but we're starting to get a somewhat front piece for it. So just gotta work out this area here. So did anyone get any good Black Friday deals? Sadly, the camcorder was not on sale, but I just decided to get it anyway. Crayola had a 30% off everything, so I got another 5-pound brick of silly putty. Couldn't pass up the deal. Actually came in today. So I said, what the hell? Might as well get it before I regret not getting it. You can't get silly putty where you're at? I know you can make it. I just never seen a 30% off on the Crayola website like that before. Usually it's only on stuff they want to try to get rid of. But when it was 30% off everything, I just jumped at the chance. You know, I think it's like, what is it, like $100 for a 5-pound brick plus free shipping. But I think with the 30% off and everything, I got it for like $74 after taxes. So that's it's good to have a nice little extra surplus for another few more years. Because with prices rising, it'll probably be like $500 in another year. That one I saw. Yeah, I saw that one a long time ago. I think the ones I watch over and over is Justice League Dark with Constantine. I think because with him and Batman, the way they banter toward each other is just funny as all hell to me. Okay. Yeah, I think all the new ones are really good. think this is turning out better than expected, but now we have to do the top of the hair. So let's see if I can clean this up. Yeah, they got a lot of good outfits and designs out of those movies. When Prime 1 showed off their Constantine, I absolutely want it in the worst way. But it's a 1/3 scale, so that's not happening. But I would hope a Sideshow or somebody would make a statue like that of Constantine. It's funny, I never really cared for Constantine until the animated movies. Okay, so this has got to... Yeah, see, that's the only thing I don't like about statues. I mean, I love seeing, you know, sculptors who can pull that off, but I don't want an actor on my shelf. I want a comic book character on my shelf. So I'm never really a fan of owning an actor statue, you know what I'm saying? That's just kind of preference. You know, I don't want, like, Gal Gadot Wonder Woman on my statue, you know, shelf. That's just me. But I love going to like the art station and look at all the people that actually sculpt realistic and stuff. They do an amazing job. Mason, as of right now, I am not doing taking on anything until I catch up. But once I get caught up, which hopefully by the end of December, at least if I'm the majority of stuff is caught up by then, in January I should start taking on stuff again like normal. You know, like small repairs, planning out my next batch of customs. I just have to get this stuff done for people, so it's just going to be a little bit longer. But you can hit me up in January and I'll probably start planning on repair batches. Yeah, Hulk Smash. I tried some more. Try to get deals on airbrush parts. Nobody was selling anything discounts on parts. Just new airbrushes. Plus, some of them didn't even have the parts in stock, which is kind of scary. Yeah, Iceman. That's, you know, if you want to go realistic, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just for me. I like looking at them. I love the detail people put in them. I just don't want to own them. Like the Sideshow Wonder Woman, the new one that I have up on the shelf up there. You could tell it sort of resembles the actress, but still kind of has its own little take, which I like. Yeah, switch outs aren't a bad idea. Alright, I think this hair is turning out better than expected. I like it. What do you guys think? Still got to clean it up a bit. Linda Carter, yeah, Linda Carter. Yeah, here. Ooh, almost lost the body. So you can tell it sort of looks like Linda Carter in a way, but it's kind of like their own take, which I like. So I kind of like stuff like this, where it sort of resembles the actress or actor, but not quite there. It's kind of how I like them, so, you know, done. Yeah, I was going to do her neck guard today, but with this hair, I might not be able to do that, which is fine. This is getting this done is pretty damn important, so I can get onto the back of the hair. Hulk Smash, yeah, that Wonder Woman statue is going to be the next Patreon choice vote. So once this Giganta is done, or getting closer to getting done, I'm going to post it up in the Patreon page, and we're going to vote on what Wonder Woman statue we're going to do. So it's going to be a Wonder Woman theme, but there's a couple Wonder Woman versions I'm thinking about doing. So we'll see what the Patreons vote for. Hulk Smash, are you looking for hair, or are you just looking for a head for it? Because if you go onto those 3D sites, you can actually find a lot of female heads. But if you're looking for hair and you haven't sculpted hair, I have a lot of hair parts. I could always send you pictures, and if there's something you're looking for. Because I've been just ripping off hair on all these statues and then throwing them in a bin, because I don't even use those parts anymore. Yeah, I think the Wonder Woman will be pretty cool. I have a funny feeling I know what's gonna win, but I'll be shocked if this character, well, this version of Wonder Woman doesn't win, but we'll see. Yeah, I would try some of those 3D sites or try eBay. You never know if something might pop up. You can swap out the head. Yeah, Raz, there's a lot of variations of her, so it's gonna be kind of interesting to see what's what. Oh, you know what? While you guys are here, my friend sent me a message this morning or yesterday. My new website is up and running. So we still have a little bit more to do. So I actually, if you guys can go to it, let me know if it's moving pretty well. Just let me know if it's the new one. If it's the new one, the homepage should have the Beast picture up front. And if it does, can you guys give me some feedback if it's moving along pretty well? The old website's pretty much dead in the water. Like, I wasn't even getting messages sent to me anymore when people would send messages, so I'm pretty sure there's a couple people out there who are wondering why I haven't replied. But it's simple, it's to the point, it's cleaner. We still got some more to do to it. I figure this will be easier for people to get a hold of me. Okay, so it seems that the domain switched over pretty well. I know it's nothing super fancy and I'm making a big deal out of it, but for me, at least now I'll be able to get messages and I can update it more, kind of direct people to it a little bit better than trying to contact me and retype everything all over again. Okay, good. Like I said, you know, he said the domain switched over, so. Not meant to be super pretty, it's not meant to be, you know, super advanced, just something easier. So I could, when people ask me about commissions and stuff, I could say, hey, just read this page, you know. Tired of typing everything out all over again. Yep, message came through, no problem. Actually, comes through better. Okay, cool. Yeah, I might evolve the page later on. Basically what it is my friend set it up. He did this stuff in like 3 days. And then over time, once I learn how to do it, I can maybe do a little bit more to it. But for right now, it's a good start. The other site was, I spent like 4 hours updating a page, and then when I hit to go live, it never went live. And then like 5 days later, it went live. It was just, I don't know what the hell that site was doing anymore. And then they forced me to use this program, DVI. It was a shit show, really. But that's alright, at least I canceled all that. I'm done with that site. You know, if it was like a full-blown business and, you know, I was selling artwork and doing all kinds of stuff, it would be different. But I think for my, where I'm at, it works out pretty well. Hulk Smash, they, whatchamacallit. The only thing is if they're in scale, you know? That's the only thing you'd have to worry about. Well, you know what it was, is I was using a domain, and then I purchased a template off of this company called Elegant Themes, and I really liked the way the old Elegant theme setup was. You pick a theme and you just upload pictures and you're done. But then they decided to, you know, oh, we have to make all our templates work with iPads and phones and this and that, so they created this new application called DVI. And instead of just uploading a picture, I had to do all this, you know, setting it up, graphic work, building it on the front end type stuff, and it was just lag, and it was just crap. So why spend that money every year for something that's not working? Plus the server should be a little bit faster now too. It's on a better server. So I'm getting there. Getting better as I go. It's taking a little bit longer than expected, but it's actually looking better than expected. I think once we get the ponytail on it, come together nicely. Alright, let's let it set up a bit. Give it a few. And where did I put the hair? Over here. Just use this. I was gonna do the, well, can I do the neck piece? Maybe I can do the neck piece. Alright, I'll wash my hands real quick. You over here. Let's see if we can get you off without messing you up. Okay. Okay, let's see if we can get this to work. I don't know how well it will. So her neck has 3 prongs to it. So we're gonna wrap this around. So I know her neck is perfectly... Actually, no, it's not. So we can fudge it a little bit. Yes, there is a way. If your green Aves is yellowing, it's going bad. Or if it's hard as a rock before you start mixing it because it's all dried out. So, if this is getting yellow and crusty, it's going bad. But it doesn't mean the bottom part is bad. It means that the top area is getting all funky. But if it becomes very hard to the touch though on the other side, like if it's not super soft like this is like, you know, super soft. If this is all crusty and it's getting dried out on you, then it's bad. But like I said, it doesn't mean that the bottom is bad. It means that the top is getting crusty. But if you get to the bottom of it, if you pull it all out, and that's all crusty, then yes. That's why I say if you don't use it a lot like I do, put it in the refrigerator. Shelf life? I mean, I had A's for about a year one time, and it was fine. I just think that it's kind of hard to say. I guess it depends on where you store it. I have it in my drawer next to me, and it's in my studio, so my studio really is never super cold or really crazy hot. I mean, it does get hot in the summer, but nothing to the point where stuff is baking. Resin is where you have a shelf life, like regular resin. That stuff's a shelf life. Yeah, I guess it's okay in the garage. I don't think it'll go bad in there. You just gotta keep an eye on it. If it starts getting bad, then it goes bad. I mean, yeah, Iceman, there's definitely times where I do something and I'm like, you know what, that's not looking good, or I screw it up and I wish I could go back. When I first started really doing this, I got too spoiled with Photoshop all those years as a graphic designer. I always wish I could just hit that Control Z. Yeah, I only buy mine directly through AV Studio, only because I don't trust, you know, because I don't think Amazon ships it from AV Studio. I think they might have it in store. It all depends on where it's, you know, you're buying it from. For me, I'd rather just buy it from Aves. I mean, I order from Aves. I get it like in 2 days. It's always nice and fresh. I've never had a problem with them sending me anything with a, you know, like bad or crusty or opened or anything like that. Yeah, some being able to undo stuff would be great in just life period, wouldn't it? Okay, so we did that for the lines. Now the lines are going to be a pain in the ass, so we have to do 2 of them. There's a couple ways of doing it, but I think we'll try it this way first. I used to wrap like dental floss or chili or whatchamacallit, fishing line, but I would never get it even, so I'm gonna try it this way. I would just go to the Aves, and if you're lucky, they'll have it on. With the when I called them up, they said what they're doing is they're going to get rid of the super sale, but they're just going to put the sale items on the basic, you know, page where you buy them at. You know, like, so if you buy red Aves, the orange might be on sale in that section. And if you sign up to their newsletter, they'll let you know what's on sale, I guess, now. Should I texture this neck piece like the belt buckle too? It might look better with them all texturized. What do you guys think? Well, the idea with the texturized belt is it's kind of like a broken up, smashed metal, like it's hammered. Um, I got it covered with the saran wrap at the moment. The only reason why I say texturized is because it could hide the imperfections in it right now, which might actually help it look a little better. And I can pull this off and rewrap it. It's not the end of the world. So kind of crushed it a bit for the belt. Or we can just leave it as is. I don't know. It all depends. I'm just not that great with armor, especially trying to get perfect stuff like this. Maybe if I keep kind of playing with it, maybe it'll look okay. Yeah, maybe we don't have to. Maybe if I buff it down after it's cured, it'll look a little better. Wonder if UPS delivered yet. Supposed to get some more stuff in the mail today. And they don't like to ring the doorbell. So that's kind of where I'm at the moment. I think that'll work. I think that'll work. I think that looks decent. Let's see what it looks like with the head on. Get out of there. Not bad. I might have to just fill a little bit up another day underneath here on this piece. It's not getting the way I want it to. Oh, maybe. Yeah, kind of. Let's bring it down a little bit. Static electricity. Alright, we'll get this down somehow there. Down there. Alright, so I think the hair worked out better than expected. I think that'll give it a nice flow. But I'm wondering, nah. I thought maybe I would have to fill out the sides a little bit more. I don't think I need to, but if I do, maybe I should do it now. Do you guys think it's okay the way it is with the ears? Or do you think it needs to be a little bit bushier on the sides? I'm not really too worried about this part here. Really not going to see it much. I'll just have to re-drill this up again. Yeah, I'm wondering if I need to... Yeah, I'm thinking a little bit on the sides a little bit more. Might be something I need to let it cure and come back to it another day. I could do it with Silly Putty next time. I'm afraid I might screw some shit up right now. Sometimes I just gotta stop with the hair and just like, okay, come back to it another day. Yeah, I don't know. I think we'll leave it as is for now. You know, just kind of step back, leave it alone, and then come back to it another, next week. Yeah, if she was a short hair, it would work better, but at least now I could kind of. It's probably starting to toughen up a bit more, so I can add some more things to it. Yeah, I could do that with Silly Putty next week, to see what it looks like in real time. For now, I just kind of want to try to touch it up a bit. I don't know, maybe if I would bring this part a little bit thicker, maybe do this a little thicker too. I'm not really sure how it would look yet. Because the other thing too is I want to get the back piece on her too. Once I start building that up, that'll give me a better idea too of like where I need to go with it. Hey JC. Because I'm happy with where it's at right now, and I'm afraid I might screw it up some. So I have a habit of sometimes going too far with the hair in one shot, and I screw it up. JC, no, I sculpted it. I didn't use heat or anything. I just sculpted all this with the A's. So no, you don't use air or anything. Just sculpt. So as it starts to harden up, you can kind of see. So as it hardens up now, what I can do, which will be fine, is you can sort of start lifting it a bit, you know? So you can sort of lift it off the head more. That sort of helps it a bit from the side. Yeah, once you mix up Aves, it cures in about 8 hours total. And then it's hard as a rock. It's basically a chemical reaction. A and B together, and then it cures up. Yeah, see, by pulling this up a little bit, this is going to help this part a little bit more. So let's try and nope, you just mix A and B together, and you have a 3-hour work time before it starts hardening. 6 to 8 hours before it's hard as a rock. Usually I let everything sit overnight. So that's why by the next day it's pretty much, you know, rock hard, and it's done. Yeah, just really good stuff that way. Although that's the only downside is if you're not really used to it, you can't sit there and come back to it the next day. You gotta kind of try to get as much done as you possibly can in the first 3 hours. But you can chop it and add more too, so. Yeah, see, that's helping the front of it by lifting some of this up. Not much, but a little bit. Damn it. Screwed that up. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll kind of rebuild this. And we'll see if we can lift this one up now. So her hair sort of, what if we kind of, yeah, I think that's the thing I want to do is I don't know if I need to take the bushiness out yet, you know, on the sides. You know, maybe her ears are sticking out too much and it needs some hair. But I think maybe once I put on the ponytail and sort of kind of see how it looks. Now I know the wind is blowing this way and the hair is going this way, but I think having the hair sort of come this way and like that, I think kind of works a little bit. I think it's always harder to do hair like this and then add something to the back of it. Usually if it's one flowing hair, it's easier. So you never really know how it's going to look. But I think first time I actually did the back of the hair and the ponytail, oh well, the bangs in one shot. I'm starting to like the head now too with the hair. I think this head's going to work good for her. Yeah, see I'm kind of pushing it forward a little bit more. I could probably throw some extra hair under here later. But I think that kind of works. Hulk Smash, if you have safety solvent and you mix it up and you get it really kind of mixed up really well, it should be fine. I've used old A's in the past where I just, just give it a good nice mixture with the safety solvent, get it like nice and, nice little Play-Doh feel to it. And I've never had an issue after that. So it's just a matter of really mixing it up well. If you're mixing it up, like if you're mixing it and it's just crumbling and it's like falling apart and it's not sticking together, yeah, it's done. Don't even bother wasting it. But if you have some safety solvent and you mix it, and if you can get it, even if this is like 2 hours now, but see how you break it apart and it's sort of kind of cracking a little bit? But if you can get your safety solvent in there, and you could get it nice and mushy like this, then you can use it for whatever. So it's just a matter of investing in some safety solvent to help you get it nice and mixture and get it cleaned up. Alright, I think that is looking pretty decent for now. I think the back of the hair's got a nice decent flow back here, so I think the back is good. I like the bangs are not coming out too far, but still far enough. So it's just a matter of toying with the hair next week to see if we need to build out some of the back sides. I don't think I will need to, but we'll see. It might be very minor. It might just be like just behind the ear areas. I think that might be about it. Yeah, so it's been about, so when did we start the stream? Probably about 2.5 hours ago, about 2:33, so we're probably almost 3 hours in. So I mixed this up at the beginning and it's soft, but it's fairly hard. So I'm not really gonna, but it's sort of getting there. Yeah. So I think what we're gonna do, get some freeform air and maybe sort of build this out a bit. Since I got a little bit of A's left. I think what I'm going to do is just shove a bunch of freeform air on the back of this. And then I'll go into the garage during the week and just kind of grind it back out. Figure this part. I don't know how fun this part's going to be. I just want to build that armature a little bit better with freeform air. Give it like some kind of a... I think what I'll do is I'll just take a lump of freeform air and just shove it back here, shove it over here, and just kind of let it cure for the day. And then I could go in a garage with my Dremel and just kind of sort of shape it up a bit. I want it to sort of curve, you know, I want it to kind of curve around the back, sort of like her artwork looks like a little bit of a curve. Solvent doesn't matter. Solvent just helps you soften it up. It doesn't help, it doesn't make it cure faster or slower. My experience is the minute you mix it is the minute you got that much time to work with it. Now solvent, like, so say it's been 3 hours and this is really tough, solvent can help, you know, soften it up again. But once you start mixing that solvent up there and it's sort of like getting all mushy, it starts getting very tacky and it starts sticking everywhere, and then it cures up fast again once the solvent sort of kind of goes away. So pretty much the minute you mix it is the minute it starts curing, period. Alright, gonna wash out my brushes, and then we'll just do some freeform air on this thing, because that stuff's always nasty when you start mixing it. I think the back of the hair is going to be a little easier. It's just going to be kind of wavy. It's not going to be all like, you know, hair going around each other. So I think the back of the hair will look fairly simple. It's just a matter of getting the stuff. We're going to lift up this camera. Down. Now freeform air stuff, it does get really tacky all over the place. I'm not really a fan of using it that much, but it is a cheaper option to do filler. One thing I've learned about freeform air is that after it cures up and you're ready to start sanding it, it does not like the sand smooth like Abe's or Magic Sculpt. It seems that it always stays very sandy for some reason. So it's not a great tool to sculpt with. It's good for armature filling bases, rocks, lightweight stuff. I've also learned that this stuff does expand. They say it doesn't expand. When I filled up the hollow chest of the Hyperion, like when I filled up the hollow part in the head area, and you know, just imagine this head's not there, so I filled up the torso of the Hyperion and I let it sit in the garage, and when I came back it just started oozing up out of it. So This freeform air does expand, so you got to be very careful with it in certain things. I don't know, maybe if I put too much water into it or something, but whatever the case was, it expanded. That should be enough. I also find that this stuff leaves more of a residue on your hands than Aves or Magic Scope. Magic Scope doesn't really leave much residue. Aves leave some residue, but this stuff really leaves a residue. So if you work with this with your hands, don't touch a statue afterwards. Like even the primer on this item, I wouldn't want to touch the touch it afterwards. So you see how it kind of just starts getting all over the place. It breaks up too in the beginning, a lot. And the other thing too is if you mix up too much and you leave it in a ball and you want to use it as filler later, it sort of, I wouldn't drop it in resin. Like if you're going to mix 2-part resin to fill up a hollow base or something, you know, this stuff sort of just kind of, I don't know, it's not really my go-to for much. So if you did this with your hands, it would be just all over your hands right now. Like I said, I don't know if I'm supposed to use water with this, I just always do. And also, the thicker it is, the faster it cures. So this isn't, so if you leave it like this, it'll start curing up pretty fast and it'll start getting hot to the touch too. But if you leave it really thin, it'll take longer to cure and it won't get as hot. It's like they use like their resin is sort of kind of mixed into this, I think. I don't know. Whatever the case is, the stuff is pretty funky. So this is why I wrapped up my handle. Alright, so you see how it's just all over my hand, so I'll take one glove off, and then basically air drying putty? What kind of stuff is that? See, this is already getting hot to the touch, so whatever the hell they use, not bad. It's just like I said, it's not my go-to for everything. If you use a paintbrush with this, it's going to destroy that paintbrush, so you want to use older ones. loves to stick to stuff too when she put a lot of water on there. Yeah, so. Well, it doesn't really matter if this is kind of curved in. You see what I'm trying to do is kind of create that little curve thing. So. Alright, so if I have a really crappy paintbrush, which you usually do have one sitting around somewhere. Yeah, like this one's kind of messed up. So, basically, sort of toy with it a bit. It's gonna get chopped up anyway, but like I can already feel some of the thicker areas are curing up. They're getting hotter and they're getting a little bit chunkier. Yeah, can't really do much with it. It's just gonna, see, it's all getting really weird here. I don't care about the outside being messy. I'm gonna try to gut the inside a little bit more. Let's see if we can pull this in a little bit. Air drying clay. If I ever get a chance, maybe I'll look into it some. Well, they said that the guy at Smooth on Table at the Jersey Fest told me that Aves has a carcinogen in it, and he's like, you're not supposed to breathe it in, and their sculpt and this stuff doesn't have a carcinogen in it. But I think no matter what stuff you buy or use, it's gonna have some kind of bad shit in it, so it doesn't really matter. At least not to me. Damned if you do, damned if you don't type stuff, so whatever. Alright, so you can use your finger if you want. It's not, since I'm not really going to be handling anything important. Why? What happened to it? Did you really mess it up pretty bad? Oh, that sucks, man. Alright, that's just gonna go to hell on it. Gotta seal these up, don't want them drying out on me. because this is a little bit thicker, this will probably cure up a little bit faster. It's gonna get chopped up though. I'm gonna get into the garage and kind of just like give it a little shape, sand it down, cut out some of the inside. And that'll give me a good flow of the hair behind, and plus it won't be as heavy. Not that it matters. So I'm gonna leave that alone. Gonna put it on the airbrush booth. Not even mess with it. This and this is all trash now. So I guess I'll show you this before we call it a night, because I'm tapped today. Been in the garage most of the day. Just gotta get down a bit. Come on. Alright. So we had my friend printed me out a couple different sizes of the symbol. So I found the one that I liked. I know some of her artwork sort of shows it in the front of her chest, but sadly I just couldn't do that. And I didn't like the large one, so I kind of picked the second largest one. So I dremeled out a hole and I put that in there. So I kind of like the idea that it's kind of like stylized a little more. So we got her symbol on there. That's all done. And then he also printed me out a lantern. Now the lantern is gonna go like right here. So we printed out this lantern and it had this handle, but the problem is the handle that it printed out was so fragile, the pieces were gonna sort of snap. So what I did is I broke off the handle. Of course it cracked. I dremeled out a hole here because this was hollow. I poured in resin, let it cure, and then what I did is I dremeled out a hole, so there's a magnet right here for now, so I can set it up on the base. And then what I did is I put a rod in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to attach it, I'm going to build out the bottom of it, and this way this piece will be on here stronger than what it was before. You still can't lift it up from the handle, you'll have to lift it from here, but I think it looks pretty cool. I think it'll work out pretty well. So that's going to go there on the base like that, somewhere there, and then I have all the flames going around there. So at least when I set this up and I put this in here, I'll have a magnet, so this way at least this doesn't, you know, move or fall anywhere. But yeah, I mean, if you print it up in clear translucent resin, you can add an LED in there if it's hollow. So I just got to do a little sanding on here. It's got a little bit of a texture to it, which is kind of cool. It wasn't printed that way, it was sculpted that way. But got the hair pretty much ready to go, so I just have to set aside a day to do this section, and then her bangs. And then after that, it's just a matter of working on the base. So I got some progress going on these items, which is good. Scream is just about finished. Just got to clean it up, and I can get a video up with that one, and that'll be ready to go. But other than that, at least we got pretty far on her today. I'm pretty happy with it. I like it. I was gonna do this tonight, her bracelet, but there's just no way I can do that without screwing any of that up. Yeah, I think sadly that lantern was sculpted that way too, because we looked all over for a lantern and there was no really good images of it. But I kind of like the way it is. So what I might do is I might kind of break it up and weather it and make it look like a worn, beat up lantern too. So I don't think I'm just going to put it straight on the base. I think I'll put it like at an angle, so it kind of looks like it's a little bit beat up and weathered. I might even add like a crack, well, paint a crack on it or something. You know, just have some fun with it. But yeah, I think it's kind of close to this a little bit. Not as close, but sort of close. But yeah, so I think that's where we're going to cut the stream. I'm pretty happy with this. I think she's getting there. We'll see what we can do next week if we need to fill it up more, and maybe I'll have it cleaned up a little bit. We'll try to get the bracelet going, and we'll try to start sculpting on the back of that hair. Maybe I'll also kind of add this little circle piece here once I kind of clean this up. And I think that's it. So thanks for coming out, guys. I appreciate it. Hopefully you guys had a good Thanksgiving as well. And we'll, you know, if your guys are around, I'll probably do some more Picardo streams during the weekdays on my other commissions. If not, see you next Friday. So have a good one.